Hello and welcome to a special video episode of the 100 Podcast. I'm Dan, your mountain man, and today I'm joined by my favorite grounder, Olga.
Hey everybody. So we have not seen the season 5 trailer of the 100 yet.
The greatly anticipated trailer.
The ever teased trailer. So it's been out a few hours. We've been avoiding spoilers and commentary, and we are going to
give you our visual.
Yes.
We have a visual aid. So here we go. The 100 season 5 trailer.
All right.
Bellamy, I doubt you can hear me on this piece of crap radio.
I can hear you, Clark.
I've been by myself for 2 months. But this is the first
Oh, this is the beginning.
It's like we were never here.
Oh.
The bunker's gone silent, too.
That's
We tried
bonus.
getting
That's
them out for a
cool.
while, but there's too much rubble. But in case this is the last time I get to do this, I just want to say,
She has radiation.
please don't feel bad about leaving me here.
Oh, I like that we're seeing in
You did what you
between.
had to do. By now,
did what
Monty
he
should have the algae farm producing.
I'm sorry they left without you.
Well, I'm not.
They changed the actor.
I was going to say,
If I was with them,
She's a
I never
brunette.
would've met you.
Aw.
that's nice.
It's Dawn and Buffy, season 5.
Oh no, Dan. No, she's her mom.
Sitting here in the dark, we should light up the ring so they
Dawn
can see.
is a
We
sister.
should find out who they are, and then we ask them for help.
I like that. That was cool.
That does. Ooh, it's a lady.
Go to war with the army you have, not the army you want.
Why does
They're
there have to be
badass
war at
looking.
all?
Without this valley, we die. I'd say that's worth fighting over, wouldn't you?
Well, it is the 100.
Clark didn't die for us to live, just
Maddie-
so we can go back to the ground and make. He
looks like Kane. Oh shit.
We have everything.
Octavia is constantly in danger.
I love how I don't know which things are at what
Did you
time
see the
frame.
shock collar on
Yeah,
Last living valley.
We've seen that before, right?
I think sounds familiar. Ooh,
Ooh.
it's a lot of cool fights,
Is
man.
that Echo?
I think so.
Whoa.
If a war is the only way to have the last
I like his
survivable
haircut.
land on Earth,
Yeah.
then maybe we don't deserve it. Are they crazy?
Monty,
It's 150
you deserve
miles
everything.
Across that desert.
What we had to do.
He looks like grown for a second.
Yeah.
Real warriors hate war, Gaia. The decision isn't mine to make.
Guy's hair is
Oh,
different.
I like this guy.
We all have things to answer for.
Your brother loves you, Octavia.
Love,
His weakness.
Reunited.
risk anything bad happening to you.
Reunited.
Family. Family looks out for each other.
Aw, they're family.
Oh, that was for a second. I thought that was something else.
Oh, he and
What
Amori.
it's like to be the girl under the floor. You don't have to be afraid anymore.
Who's she talking to?
Let's be good guys.
Yeah.
We're not good guys.
Ooh.
Who's she killing?
That's a good question.
All right, dare defy expectations of a trailer.
I love that ending.
That was
That ending was impeccable.
It's a very enjoyable trailer.
Just those are, so it's a motif, it's a theme, it's all those things.
Yeah.
I don't remember the definitions of those terms.
You're saying a callback.
Yes, thank you. Some things never change, no matter how many years we do this podcast.
Alrighty, what did you think? Overall thoughts? We're gonna go like little by little, scene by scene in a
Yeah.
bit through the trailer.
Not quite frame by frame.
Yeah. Some frames by frames.
Maybe.
But what did you think of the trailer?
Definitely has me excited for season 5.
Yeah. The main thing with the trailer was that I was excited to see more of the 100. I don't actually think that this is like one of their better trailers. I feel like other trailers in the past were more surprising and in some ways better paced and just more trailer-esque. Whereas this felt like a preview, like it was like, let's check back in with each character
Right.
and like and that was fun and I'm excited to see what everything happens, but there wasn't much it wasn't as fast cut, it wasn't as music driven as I think some of the other ones
Ooh,
were.
That's a good point. The music of the 100
Yeah.
is like so important
Yeah,
to us,
yeah.
and it's something that really gets us involved, and
Yeah.
I associate songs with.
And there wasn't that much that I was surprised to see, as much as I was like, oh yeah, that seems about right.
Right.
That said, the introduction of this new female villain, I think, was pretty cool. And we haven't really had, aside from Anya, we haven't had a female warrior villain, like a season. Like, we've had, like, Allie and stuff, but she's not, like, a warrior. And we
Echo a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, big bad. Right?
Yeah.
The thing that I did like about it was how it was sort of cutting back and forth seamlessly throughout time, and to points where I was like, I don't know the order of when these things occurred.
So that's what I was gonna say is how much are they trying to misdirect us? But I feel like you hit the nail on the head when it's misdirection is about timing and kind of who's standing in the shadows when they're talking.
Before we go into the scene by scene, I do just want to throw out for people who might not listen to our audio podcast, which you should. I'm going to link to it down below. But if you don't, you wouldn't necessarily know that we're not huge spoiler people.
Right.
Like, doing this is more than I would usually do. Usually I'll watch a trailer once and I don't watch it again. I don't usually go out of my way to read interviews or things like that.
No.
So I know that there's more information about season 5 out there already than we might necessarily cover. But this is more...
Probably no.
Yeah. But this is more of our reactions, our theories, and we love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. So, first of all...
So the ocean dried up, I guess?
Yeah. And then, is this something... What is this?
Is this the mansion that used to be on the lake?
Oh, that
Is that the
could
rocket?
be. That could be. I could see that, right? It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
But they're by the water, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
Or the little light, like the little bunker where the bunker was, maybe.
Is this Clark directly after?
Yeah, it seems pretty.
Helping them.
Is she wearing the?
She looks to be wearing a pack of some kind.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Clark.
Is that? It looks like it is.
It could be.
It could be, or it could be someone else.
Because she has a car.
Yeah.
Probably. So 2 months.
But she had to get to the car, probably.
I feel alone. It's like we were never here.
So yeah, like I said, she has the radiation burns. But...
And this is Polis.
Yeah, so because they're in a bunker underneath.
There's too much rubble.
She couldn't dig him out.
This is the last time I get to do this. I just want to say... Please don't feel bad about leaving me.
Okay, so at this point, one would assume she thinks she might die. Maybe she hasn't found Eden yet, the green place.
I mean, there's no reason for us to... She looks desperate. There's a reason she's saying this is probably the last time I'm speaking
one would
to you.
assume that she's running out of resources and she hasn't found Eden yet, or that she hasn't met Maddie yet and doesn't have a reason to keep going.
I think that it's kind of both, probably, where it's like, why keep looking if there's no one to live for? And I've said my goodbyes. I tried to get into the bunker or like... see if
the thing is, though, I would have trouble believing that she would give up on life before waiting the 6 years to see if people came back. But
it's her resources. I think it's kind of just a combination of like
resources and insanity.
Are low. I mean, it took her 2 months to start to feel lonely. She's Clark. Some people would take a lot less time than that.
It's true. So I think the first big revelation is that they're hearing her.
Can you pause it?
Yeah, well, I was gonna cut to here.
Okay.
Okay, so they're talking about the algae farm.
I don't know if they
are hearing or not.
I don't think that at first they are hearing.
Well, but this is an early transmission, right? And
yeah, but remember in the finale?
Yeah.
In the finale, it had been time since Clark had found Maddie, and she was still like sending out her.
They're not they can't get to her, but they're hearing her. That's the thing that people thought maybe, but I don't think they can respond. But I have trouble. I mean, they could be misdirection, but the way they're changing the audio here makes it sound like it's through a receiver, right? It's not just how she's recording it. So. We don't see them around a receiver,
right?
But the audio changed, so I'm gonna take them at their word.
Okay, I would like that.
Yeah. The one thing I wanted to point out too, so obviously they're talking about the algae farm. People have haircuts, that's great.
New facial hair.
Yeah. So the potentially cool thing about everybody being able to hear Clark this whole time is it does potentially stop the silliness of like, oh, Bellamy ends up with Echo or something, and because he doesn't know that Clark's still alive and blah blah blah. Okay, so I asked you, is this a scientifically legitimate thing?
I'm not a physicist or an environmentalist.
You are Miss Science lady.
I work in bone marrow transplant. I know. For those who aren't listeners, what a coincidence. I promise I'm not malicious. Well, so the one thing that I have to wonder about this Eden Valley, blah, 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 is how far is it from Polis? Because if it's really close, I'm going to be kind of irritated.
Yeah, it's a little silly, but whatever.
Like, how convenient.
Television.
But actually, I feel like it's on the other side of a desert.
Yeah.
The desert. Not probably.
She did travel for a while. Okay, so Maddie.
Sorry they left.
New Maddie.
New Maddie. What were your thoughts on New Maddie?
I was surprised because I didn't know that they recast her.
I did know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her. You did say something that you feel like she looks older than the first one.
I liked the original one looked younger than this.
So she doesn't look young. Like she's still, I mean, you never know. Again, sometimes they find an older actress to play younger. But she reminds me of that girl who killed Wells in season 1.
That girl's way younger than this girl.
I know that that
girl was like
she is
10.
now.
This girl's like 16.
No.
Really?
She looks like 13,
All right,
14.
now we have to stop and go on IMDb. All right, Daniel was wrong. She apparently is 12 years old, at least the actress we're talking about. And from what we can tell, Charlotte from season 1 was 13 years old. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. She looks 16 to me, but okay. If
you're visually impaired.
If she's 12, then that helps. Like, so at what? Clark would have been around 18, and then maybe 19 if we want to be generous, and then 6 years passed, so she's like 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when she adopts her, she's around age 20-ish.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, to me,
I don't actually.
The
really
reason I wanted her to be a little bit younger is that I felt like it's more of a big sister thing than like a mother-daughter thing. But
I suppose, but because Clark is now wise beyond her years, it's true. It's you have to grow up fast in that kind of situation.
That's true.
So.
That's true. Poor Abby is going to be a very early grandma.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
And she has a mom haircut now.
That's not nice to Eliza Taylor. Okay, so we got these images.
I'm about to get my haircut short. All right, so it's a storybook, and that's...
So is this Lexa too?
That's Lexa, and that's the symbol.
Yeah. And that was Polis, right? This is Polis. So this is
Is it?
I thought it was.
Well.
Right? Is that not Polis?
Is that a tree? Did they cross across a fallen tree branch or something?
Maybe, I don't know. It looked like Polis to me, but...
It looks like a stick to me.
All right. Well, okay, so this is the whole idea. Storybook. We had this in the Comic-Con thing where Maddie was sort of recapping the whole show. Mm-hmm. I like the idea. Like, she's like drawing her and explaining the history of everything.
I really like that.
Yeah. Cute. And they're seeing the ship of those jailbirds.
Yeah, I forget what name.
Yeah, whatever.
It had,
Pegasus ship. That's what I'm calling it.
All right.
Something with a P. All right. So they're talking about how they are staying in the dark so that the people don't know they're there because they don't. And Bellamy's like, we don't know who they are yet. Mm-hmm. We don't want to.
I can't get over how much he looks like and reminds me of Kane. It's like he went into Kane's like clothing wardrobe that was still up in space.
It's still pretty much a Bellamy outfit.
Yeah,
it's just the beard. It's just the haircut.
And then we asked them for help.
I like the ship. It's a cool ship.
So this is what we saw in the end of... it's called the Gagarin.
Okay.
Like Yuri...
well, that's not the thing we were trying to remember.
Elegius.
Elegius was what,
there we go.
Pegasus, Elegius, what's the difference? Okay, cool-ass ship. I'm digging it. All right, so here's the new villain.
Yeah, and it says Elegius 4 on her... her thing.
Like
so is she like the 4th captain, the 4th generation?
Probably the 4th in line.
Oh, do you see the scar on her neck?
Oh, damn.
It looks like someone tried to slit her throat.
That's cool.
I'm not the army you want.
All right, so we have all these new, and then he talks more later.
He seems like he's her right hand.
Yeah. Without this valley, we die. I'd say that's
setting up the new conflict, setting up new characters.
I think I remember reading about him.
Yeah, me too. Now,
so
what the fuck was that exactly? What kind of weapon is that?
It looks like a net, maybe?
No, I think it's like a machine gun.
Look, it's like a spiral thing.
Oh, whoa.
Is it like an air cannon?
I don't know enough about weapons, but that was fucking awesome. Woo! And this is Clark, yes? Yeah.
Hey, you're home. And they wanted to take it from her.
So I mentioned
So I'm going to murder everyone now. Now,
You are Clark's daughter.
Do you think that he's been like killing panthers and shit with her?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. We just saw Black Panther recently, and they're like killing panthers, and I'm like, Dad, what? Oh yeah, maybe. I do like the note of Clark has brought back her pink highlights of when she was like Wild Clark after season 2.
So now one would assume this is before they landed on the ground.
You mean before they come?
Did.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
well, I think this is them coming. Clark didn't die for us to survive.
Make the same mistakes.
So they're gonna try diplomacy, maybe, is the idea here.
So now we're in the Gladiator.
This is in the
bunker arena.
Yeah. And I don't know if we know any of these people or if they're even gonna matter, really.
Maybe. But I have a feeling. Okay.
A leader. Don't listen to me.
Make them listen.
So pause it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is happening
This is the past.
in the past.
Yeah,
I think this is right when they were
Or at least maybe like 2 years in or something, or a year in or whatever.
something like that, where maybe things are starting to get tense and restless, and they can't let go of every crew. Can't let go of
rivalries because they're still struggling for resources.
Presumably, yeah. There's so few of them.
Yeah.
Jaha looks kind of sick.
Yeah. The one spoilery thing we do know about.
Yeah, so spoiler alert.
Involves that he is not in every episode this season.
Yeah.
He is a recurring guest star, I believe.
Which makes me think that he's an early-ish death.
Or, I mean, there's a possibility that maybe he just didn't want to do as many episodes and they find a way for him to come in and out. Maybe he's like in a coma for a while. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm just saying, anything is possible.
Anything is possible, but you know, the fact that Octavia is going to Jaha for advice on leadership.
Yeah. Very interesting.
You know, being stuck together makes for interesting.
I hope we get more
dynamics.
than just like one episode that's a flashback to the bunker. I hope it's like multiple times, you know.
So that's actually a good question. Maybe we should say for the end of how you think they're going to
deliver all these flashbacks
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, I mean, no, we're here. Let's talk about like, do you want flashbacks every episode this season?
It does remind me of the old days.
Yeah, which I mean, they didn't even do it every episode back then either. I think doing them most episodes this season would be kind of. I would like that personally. But it's also not necessary.
I feel like maybe seeing more of Clark alone and desperate as she finds Maddie might make us feel more of a relationship to her.
We need to care about Maddie, so there's definitely that.
Like I feel like they're gonna need to build that up a little bit more instead of just as exciting as it was finishing season 4 with she has a kid that she's like fostering basically and raising. Yeah. I think it would be nice if they
gave us more
didn't just tell us, but they showed us why Maddie is so important to Clark.
I'm gonna move on.
Sounds good.
All right, so she's trying to lead. She's saying there's only one crew.
Or you're the enemy of one crew.
What did she say?
She's saying choose.
Choose.
Yeah, I thought she said twos the first time.
I heard that too, and I was like, is that someone's name?
Indra looks like a fucking badass. He's all destroyed, and he looks kind of like Roan.
It's just a man.
All right, so this is a frame-by-frame situation. All right, so we have her on the ground.
So I'm assuming this is soon after they land.
Yeah.
Clark, when they were landing in the season 4 finale, we saw how she had the sniper trained on and she was watching them, whatever. I feel like there's only so much hiding you can do.
Yeah.
So it was predictable that they were going to find her.
I like her outfit a lot. I really like this outfit.
I bet cosplayers are going to
This is my favorite. This is my favorite Clark outfit. What?
But I don't know. There were some awesome Clark outfits in the past.
This is my favorite Clark outfit. Sorry.
The neckline is kind of high. I'm surprised at you.
Well, I think she looks cool.
She does. Yeah. Like I was saying, I think cosplayers are going to really love
this
season
outfit.
4 Clark. Yeah. Season 5 Clark.
Yeah. Can't
it
totally
looks like
make
Bellamy's fighting with Murphy.
It looks like that.
I don't think that's Monty.
Well, I was wondering if it was one of the Eligius people. Let's see. So you have the fight here.
It's pretty predictable that Bellamy and Murphy were gonna.
That That looks like Murphy to me. It's hard to tell because they all have new haircuts and everything. I can't tell who this is either.
That looks like Murphy again.
Yeah, okay, Murphy.
Raven chasing after him.
Oh, yeah, and she has the brace. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
So does Bellamy have a beard when he's punching Murphy?
I think so. I don't think we saw him ever without a beard. Yeah, it looks like he has a beard.
Well,
there.
he didn't have one at the end of season, like, before they went to space, right?
No. I'm just saying I don't think we've seen any clip here without.
Okay,
with him
yeah.
not having
I
a
just
beard.
wanted to see if this was kind of tension of
how early it was.
Basically, yeah.
I think just because of like actors and stuff, he probably has a beard in every scene. All right, so we have the shot caller you brought up.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. We have this new right-hand man guy. And then she rips up
Lexa.
No, is this Lexa or is this Octavia? I think it's Lexa.
Oh, she doesn't have the head of sigil.
It might be Octavia. Let's see Octavia in 5 seconds. What is her?
This is the last.
She doesn't have war paint.
Well, that's 'cause she's a new kind of leader.
Yeah,
She's
I've never been good about the war paint thing, but it looks more like Octavia to me.
Unless that's
I
do
would,
you think that's Octavia, or do you think that it's probably Octavia, but it kind of looks like Echo a little bit?
I think it's Octavia.
If this is the last.
Especially when they cut to Octavia.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Earth, then it's ours.
I like her
Oh,
eyeshadow.
badass.
She looks
Damn, she looks fucking awesome there. And
Another
Belle's like, oh.
Another cosplay. I mean, for the people who care, this is another problem.
Yeah.
Cosplay looks.
Yeah. No, this is a new dude. This is probably all directly after the finale.
Or them discovering Clark before she's hit on the ground.
Yeah,
and then
that's what I mean by directly after the finale.
Well, we don't know when that's going to be.
Well, I mean, in time, chronologically.
Well, we don't know how long she's going to be able to run away from them.
I doubt it's going to be very long.
Okay, so I think that these people are a completely new group that somehow survived. I think that we do not, these are not Octavia's people. These are not the Allegis prisoners. And I mean, who else
would they be?
Would they be? I think they look entirely different. And I think there's something that happens that's said later on in this trailer that more or less in my opinion, confirms that.
So they have guns.
And
spears. I personally am on the... Let me see the Octavia stuff again. I'm of the opinion these are Octavia's people. Also, her fucking outfit is fucking amazing.
So cool. I want to be her.
I think it's Octavia's people because to me it looks like a mixture of Grounder culture and having some new tech. So to me, that's one crew.
But here's the thing. If there's another group of Grounders that survive, wouldn't they need to have some kind of other resources to survive?
Yeah.
So they might. So I think these are some kind of desert clan. Because they have their faces covered from like the whipping sand, but.
Well, we've seen the desert crew before, and they didn't look like this, from what I remember.
I agree. So, I think this is some kind of other more
some new
advanced thing, because I feel also maybe Allegis versus our known people isn't enough drama.
I guess, but to me, this is like clearly like she's saying we're gonna go get it, right? And then they're crossing the desert to go to
the valley.
That's what makes the most sense to me.
So
now, is this? Oh, cool.
Is that Echo or someone new?
I think it's Echo.
I think it's someone new. But it's the gladiator arena in the bunker.
Is it?
It looks like it.
It doesn't have
next
to
frame?
be.
Yeah, see, like
maybe you're right. Maybe it is a new person.
Or this is on board Allegis.
Yeah, I mean that was what I thought.
I just don't think.
I think this is them fighting in Allegis because we already saw them fighting in Allegis. Okay, so these are all the stasis ships, whatever they're called.
Pods.
Like when they're cryogenic sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
So now my question is, do our people go to this ship and almost everyone's asleep and they wake them up by accident, so it's like all their fault? Seems like a Bellamy thing to do.
I'm not going to disagree with that. And I feel like that would be kind of great. Oh, poor Bellamy. Can never cut a break.
I think there is dialogue here we should listen to.
Okay.
Oh, that was the music that I liked, by the way.
What happens when these guys get to the ground? This is an army.
All right, this is the crazy ass shit.
Get it out.
Yeah.
He's speaking in.
Yeah, it's
there's
probably
subtitles.
not,
He's a grounder.
probably not someone we know. All right, so this is fucking weird. Probably some sort
awesome.
of probably some sort of like disease that they contracted, or some sort of creature from underneath.
From space.
No, I think this is during the 6 years when they're underground in the bunker.
Maybe there's something contaminated.
There's like a
the
viral
water.
issue. Of
well, this looks almost like, I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming it's some kind of parasite from the water, maybe tainted water supply.
It's
or
a
something
xenomorph
from
Alien.
yeah. That's obviously what they're you can't not have something moving around your stomach and not make it a callback to Alien.
Now, who is
that
this?
Murphy?
It looks like it might be Murphy.
Is the only way to have the last survivable land on Earth? But maybe we don't deserve it.
Okay, so discussion time.
Typhon.
Don't you dare. But doesn't this, I mean, this is the big debate that we have every season in some way.
So this is another reason why I wasn't like super all about this trailer.
Yeah.
Is I felt like as much fun as it is to like make callbacks and things like that, I just kind of feel like we're retreading old ground.
So this is the part where I'm like, as much as I'm here for Monty having more dialogue and getting to see him in the trailer, specifically this part, like the callback.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe I struggled with recalling the term callback. Yeah. But I like the truly closing lines.
Yeah.
That we will go over. Yeah. But this part is just like, we've had this over and over again, and I can understand why this debate is never truly over.
Well, and also it makes sense that it would be reignited now that they've been apart for 6 years, and it's like, now we're back to Earth, and Earth has been blown up. Let's do something different.
Once again, limited resources, redux, and we're fighting, and there's war, and there's a clan or group.
Okay, I think we're getting to the core of what my issue with this trailer is. I'm not seeing anything new. It seems like more of the same.
So that's kind of, and that's kind of what I was remembering. Yeah. Like, this feels like a recap of previous seasons.
And the thing is, especially with a 6-month jump, you should feel like everything's fresh and new and different. And I don't feel like
6 years.
It doesn't seem like the characters have changed that much. I mean, the only difference with Clark is that she has a kid. And there's also not enough of actual Clark in the trailer, in my opinion, for like saying things.
Right.
And like, okay, yeah, Octavia's still violent and a leader. Again, we're going to have a faction wars between people that are fighting over resources. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what war is. But I think I needed something fresh. Because that's the thing. Like, honestly, the last 2 seasons were more than just that.
Yeah.
Like, we had Allie, which was a very different philosophical thing, and then we had the world is ending.
Yeah.
I feel like this is kind of a retreading of old stuff.
So now it's not the world is ending, it's now there's hope for survival, but is humanity going to get in its own way?
Yeah. And it's like, I kind of wish... I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it almost seemed. But when Bellamy says earlier, he's like, "Oh, we have to learn from the past or whatever." Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, maybe he is trying to be more diplomatic, and so I'm like, okay, that would be interesting. Except that they immediately show us them fighting. Yeah. So I'm like, clearly that's not working.
I mean, I have to believe that they're only obviously it's a trailer. They're only showing us a teensy fraction, and they're building a narrative in the trailer. It's just, is this a narrative that we want to see?
Well, I mean, and that's the thing is, like I said from the get-go, I want to see these characters again. Yes. I like the show in this world. I'm just saying, this doesn't feel fresh.
Yeah. All right, so we've said that a million times now.
Are they crazy?
Okay, this is the desert.
Okay, so...
No, Lieutenant, they're not crazy. They're fanatical.
So this is the thing that's making me believe that this is
not
a new group. Because... they're fanatical. And then the next words that she says are...
Fanatics make good soldiers.
Fanatics make good soldiers. I don't think that one crew is full of...
You think she's recruiting people?
Yes. Okay. I think that this is what made me believe that these are completely new...
Okay, my alternative take on that is she's saying we can't underestimate our enemy because they're fanatical. And they're they might be crazy, but like they are gonna come at us no matter what. We can't just dismiss them as crazy or whatever.
Okay, which again doesn't eliminate one crew.
Yeah.
Must be hard.
Now, who was that? Was that Murphy?
No, that's the new guy who's her right hand.
I'm sorry, I'm blind, everybody.
What is this that
Okay,
we're
so there's
seeing blow up?
It looks like a...
Is it the bunker? Is it?
I cannot tell, but it's cool.
It really is. That's Kane, right? Chopping someone's head with an axe.
Oh, yeah. That does look like
So that felt important.
That's interesting.
This is...
Yeah, that's very interesting.
The decision isn't mine to make.
Warriors hate war.
Doesn't seem like an Indra line, in my opinion.
And also the fact that Gaia, Miss Spiritual, is the one willing to go to war is...
Yeah. Are they Is he fighting with Octavia?
Yeah.
Then?
In some kind of weird martial arts.
Maybe they're just training?
Maybe.
We all have things to answer for.
Your brother loves you, Octavia. Love his weakness.
Okay, love is weakness.
Okay, that kind of thing I'm okay with because it's like a different character.
It's fresh, and it's also not romantic love.
Yeah,
it's brother-sister relationship. And at this point, obviously, the Blake siblings are back on Earth, or like Bellamy's back on Earth.
United,
so this is after 6 years, and
she's probably struggling with the fact that she's hardened herself so much as a leader.
Yeah.
And now he's reacquainted with like this emotional side.
She probably thinks that he's dead. So, you know.
Maddie and her. So this must be, they must liberate Clark or something.
This has to
be the Sand People. Right?
Yeah, I think this is a different group. I mean, they have the collars around there, like the hoods are over their heads and pulled down around their necks.
Do you think there are multiple factions of Legis? Do you think they...
Ooh. But then why would that person from Legis, the lady captain, why would she be saying, like, fanatics make the best soldiers if it wasn't...
Maybe, again, what I was saying about, but you can't underestimate your enemy.
Yeah, but it's another Allegis. Okay, you're not.
I'm even wondering. I mean, we had that whole thing about the army that was in the sleeping chamber, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible that there's two Allegis ships, and one is the group that Bellamy wakes up, and the other is the one that the woman has?
Potentially, and that these landed on the other side of the desert. That looks like almost like Octavia wear. So maybe this is a.
I think it is the one crew.
I'm starting to get convinced.
Family looks out for each other.
Family, love.
She looks upset.
And then Miller and what's his butt?
Healer boy.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Right? Is that Jackson?
Yeah, that's Jackson.
It is.
Oh, and Clark in the background.
Yeah.
And they're kissing and reuniting, and they're hugging, and they're saying goodbye.
Yeah. That's interesting. What do you think that's about?
Well, Murphy was saying, "See you on the other side."
That's true. So who is she with? She's with all the regular.
She's with everyone else. And Murphy's
he
alone.
stays and does something else? That's interesting.
Presumably.
All right. So
that's Octavia talking to Maddie.
Okay, we're sure that's Maddie.
The braids and the
and she's a Nightblood too. So I wonder.
She is a Nightblood.
Yeah, I wonder if Octavia's like gonna manipulate her because she knows that she could be the new leader.
Yeah.
You don't have to be afraid anymore.
That's interesting.
What the hell? Let's be good guys.
There are no good guys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Let's be the good guys. There are no good guys.
Yeah, let's be the good guys. Great trailer. I'm sorry, I'm negative.
No, I just meant that is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite sayings and quotes from the 100 is specifically that debate, and we never come to a firm conclusion, and I don't think they ever can, and they never will.
Yeah.
So yes, it's nice to have it at the end because it makes me feel hyped up, but also I'm like, I've been teased with this debate before, and we never got an answer.
No, I like it from coming from Clark. I like it ending.
Of course.
That's the thing is, I'm gonna be hypocritical about certain lines because there are certain lines that I care about so much. But yeah, I just think in general there's a little bit. Also, in addition to like there being callback lines, like there's also like "see you on the other side" and "a warrior doesn't want to fight." Like those are all, even if they're not from the show before, they're platitudes, cliches. So I don't know. I just think I platitudes and cliches are good for a trailer. I don't think that all the dialogue is going to be like that, obviously.
No, and we're going to care, and it's going to have context.
Yeah.
So is this just like a promo image logo, or is the normal?
This is just like the CW being like, check us out.
Okay. No, I meant, so the one that's at the very beginning, is that our new title card?
This is our new title card.
Interesting. Yeah. Obviously ignore the film frame on the corner.
There you go.
So that's kind of cool that the rubble of Polis after having Polis in the background for so long.
I don't know that it will always be Polis, because doesn't it change depending on what location we end on or start on? It's whatever location we start on, right?
I guess, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the desert is right behind it.
Yeah.
So maybe you are right that the bunker is for desert people. I don't know. See. Or this is just a highly edited image.
Yeah. All right, guys. So those were our thoughts. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Are we nitpicky bastards? Well, that was the point of this exercise.
Yeah, so different from our podcast. Nitpicky bastards.
Yes, please check out our audio podcast. Check us out at the100podcast.com, the100podcast.com. That has links over to iTunes, Stitcher, all that jazz if you want to check out our audio stuff from last year. And we're also going to Conageddon, which is 100 this weekend.
Here in Boston, where we are based. A lot of the lead actors are going to be there, not all of whom are still alive.
That's true. Rowan is coming. Antari is coming.
I kept wanting to say the
Clark and Bellamy are also coming, which is very exciting.
Yahoo!
So hopefully we'll get more stuff from that. I'm going to probably film some stuff, and we'll get maybe some vlogs or some panel stuff up on this channel. So please subscribe to Doing Okay. Like, comment, all that jazz. And thank you guys so much for watching. May we meet again.
May we meet again.